Thank you for watching Not My Bag.
If you're watching this, make sure to like and subscribe.
If you're listening, give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
I've been making videos on YouTube for like 10 years. Yeah, but it just didn't blow up. Like it was just, yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
Went uni, pandemic hit, and I was one of the people that were like, nah, TikTok are for kids. Like, why am I going to jump on this?
Yeah. Gay.
I did not say that.
And that is why it's not on my side.
I thought it was for kids, and then I jumped on and just had the time of my life, and I was just having fun, and next thing you know, like it just blew up.
What was some people have like a video, don't they, that blew them up?
Mine was, I did a video about knowing 5% of what's in the ocean, and I was just a bit scared. Like, so I just shouted at the camera. I was just talking rubbish at the camera.
There's bear fish in there. There's sharks.
That's what I was saying. I was like, what the hell? Like, I'll show you some of the stuff after. I'm like, what? And you guys want me to swim?
You have people coming up to you in the street, like, that's that
All
guy
the time.
that doesn't know what's in the ocean.
No, you're the guy that's scared of animals. The animals. I'm like, so I had to steer away from that eventually. But yeah, that was what blew me up. What blew you up, man?
Yeah. Was it as wild?
Sounds quite painful, doesn't it? Blew up. YouTube. It was YouTube. When I was like 20, 24 now. Good God. And it was the lovely man called KSI. Love you if you're watching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we need more of this story.
Yeah. Because I don't know.
No, but you know
more.
what? I feel like I've told this story so many times, but
Oh.
no, as in like, because every
saying.
time I say it, I'm like, well, that's really strange. He just tweeted. He was like, just found my new female favorite YouTuber. It was me and Elna Neal, and we just like, well, she was already huge at the time, but like, the subs just rolled from a tweet.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah, it was
Really?
wild.
I didn't know it was
so,
like that.
Yeah.
That shows like the power of social
His
media and
influence
stuff.
is
like that.
crazy.
Yeah.
He didn't put a link or nothing.
And they just found you.
Yeah. And from then on, happy days.
How many subs did you have before?
I had about, like 8K, and I
just-
hit like 100K in like 3 days.
In 3 days.
KSI.
Yeah, tweet me.
Yeah.
Tweet me.
I would love a tweet. It can be derogatory. I don't even care. Just fucking tweet me.
No, publicity's bad. Publicity bad. Yeah, no, it was mental. It was so strange.
That's crazy.
And now you're 1K away from 400K.
Whoa.
Do you want to know the truth about that?
Oh.
It's been so bad this year that it went down.
Oh,
We
but
hit
this
400K
happens. But I've
back
seen
then,
this
yeah.
happen. I've seen.
Maybe we can't.
Nah.
Should I walk up? How dare you bring that
No,
up?
but I've seen
Yeah.
that happen to people. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
And what about that day when TikTok was getting rid of like bots and stuff, and people were losing like tens of thousands? And it happened on Insta as well.
Instagram scared me.
Yeah, the Instagram one was bad.
My followers went down like by 20K in like
Yeah.
2 minutes. I was like, wait a minute.
I've never seen George this stressed in my life.
on about?
We were actually in the studio at the time when we left.
I had like two phones,
I was
like-
shaking in the car.
Get a bit
The poor man was shaking.
I was just watching my bank balance go.
Yeah.
cancel the holiday.
No, because if you're not a creator, you won't know. That's our job. Like we need.
It's so weird. Isn't it?
someone we need
Like that.
Don't leave.
Someone literally messaged me the other day and was like, your phone is your job. I was like, well, it actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
No, I know.
true.
I feel so unsociable sometimes, and I'm with like friends and family, and I'm like, I have to remember, like they're at laptops all day, but
Yeah.
like sometimes I've got to post something, and I'm out, and I'm like, sorry, and I'm normally pissed. So
Yeah,
makes it
Pretty
worse.
standard.
Classic,
What has
yeah.
been your like
Jump straight.
sorry, I'm intrigued now.
What was the come down?
Calm down.
We had to come up now.
What you
To
been
come
taking?
down.
What
I'm joking. Literally not. me.
what has been like the craziest moment so far for you guys? Who wants to take it away?
You go first.
Okay, I'm gonna say the Sidemen videos. That
Yeah.
was wild because that was when I was like, oh my god, I've watched these guys for so long, and now I'm like stood in front of them chatting. Oh, it was so bad.
Oh,
It
the
was
Tinder
Dragon's
ones.
Den. It was Tinder and Dragon's Den
Yeah.
in 2 days, and I was all Sidemened out, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
That
Sounds like you had a good time.
It's weird. We don't know.
But then
wanna know what
afters were
happened.
amazing.
George bags.
What's yours,
Mine
Leo?
in the gutter.
You know what's crazy? I think mine is. I've got loads, but I think the main one was like going on a private jet for the first time. And who took us on a private jet?
Oh, was it? Was it Jack?
It was old J Dub.
Oh well, yeah.
I
Jack
thought you
Wills.
were going to say meeting me. I was like, Moyo.
I'll be honest, yeah. Oh, we're on a pod. I thought you didn't like me first time I met you. Yeah.
No,
tell us.
No, what? Okay, right. You tell me why, and I'll
Yeah.
justify it.
I don't know.
dear.
Like, obviously, the first time I met you was on the private jet.
Yeah.
Classic. Sorry,
I know. Bunch of assholes.
TikTokers can't stand them. Can't stand
But
them.
yeah, when I don't know, I just felt like I don't know. You know,
No,
you just
okay,
get
right.
started-
So basically, my friend says, because I've got a bit of a resting bitch face, and also that day I was very anxious. I'm a bit of an anxious flyer. So I actually felt bad when I met everyone, because I walked in, the first thing I looked at was the fridge of the mini bottles of rosé. So I walked in, people said hi to me, and I'm like this. And the first thing I said for Jack Wills, they were like, oh my God, it's so nice you're here. I was like, how do I get into that fridge?
Really?
And they were like, oh, it's just take as many as you want. I was like,
Okay,
fucking
perfect.
yes, glad these joggers have got big pockets. And so, yeah, so obviously I like you. I really like you. No, I'm quite difficult at first, especially like with flights. I'm not very good with flights.
Moyo was actually the first person on your side to come up to me and introduce himself.
Oh wow.
When I turned up to the where was it? It was like Ocean Beach. You were the
Yeah.
first person, and then when we
sick.
went, then obviously we went back to our hotel, and then turned up at yours, and you were in the kitchen pouring yourself a drink, obviously. And yeah, and then we just kind of were like,
Yeah.
I
friends
can't
from
believe
there.
that whole time I didn't even see George.
no, we didn't
He's
get
too
one
busy.
photo together.
No, didn't even get a photo.
We didn't get a photo together.
The whole trip.
The whole
Did you
trip.
not get
Well, we know what you were too busy doing.
Where are you in a minute?
In the murky pool water.
In the
No,
murky-
that, by the way,
Simulator.
no, I don't think you understand. That pool turned my boxers
Wait, what, Ocean
from black
Beach?
to purple.
No.
So basically, they put
No,
so
where
much
was
chlorine in it to like melt away the sin.
Because they knew there was going to be like 40 odd people in there.
Yeah.
So they turned the chlorine up. It dyed all our boxes orange. All my jewellery went like
Yeah,
black.
yeah,
the girl's
jewelry
hair was
gone.
green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to
Crazy.
say the hair. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was
Wait, where was this?
It was in Ibiza
But
for Jack
in
Wills.
someone's house.
What?
That
Oh, it was
Yeah.
in the pool. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
got
in
you
the
right.
pool.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Ocean
Someone's
Beach.
famous
Someone's
Wayne,
house.
sorted.
Wayne
DJ.
sort it out.
God, I
Crazy.
felt like I was there. You know, I had the biggest FOMO. I was watching old TikToks and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
This is
it was
unbelievable.
like it was cool because there was like loads of different perspectives of everyone's different like
yeah.
creative like it was quite cool, wasn't it? Because like
was
I remember
crackers.
watching Maddie Jepson's video.
Yeah.
Mine's very like vloggy
Yeah.
in real time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was watching hers and I was crying with laughter and I was like, I can't believe we're doing the same thing right now.
Yeah, true.
She's running around this garden like. And I'm sat there like we're
No,
on the
it was-
same
it
trip
was
right now.
like-
No, I remember I was hanging out my ass the next day. And you come up to me, right? And you're like, can you make this noise with your mouth? I'm like, Moya, are you fucking all right? I feel like shit on 3 hours sleep. And you want to stick a camera in my face. Like, I was- oh,
That's one thing I will say is you guys are on it. Like at that sports fest thing we did, I was looking around and I was like, this is terrifying. Everyone was like, do this, do that.
Yeah.
You're
That
on
sports
it.
fest thing.
I had a foo.
that was
I did
a
have
mess.
foo, yeah.
So like that day, George wound me up the whole day. So
Oh,
it
no.
was warm that day.
Oh, your back
And
sweat.
I don't normally sweat.
I do.
I don't like. I sweat in the face. Okay, right. So let me
Glad
explain
we're
that.
friends
I
here.
do
Yeah.
sweat,
Yeah.
but normally out my face and my armpits. But on that day, it
Back.
was done and dusted that I would sweat out of my back the whole day. And there was a shot. They
Yeah.
showed me the TikTok afterwards. My whole back is like
A different colour.
I had to change my t-shirt 3 times in that tent. At one point, that Charlie, what's his name? Charlie Sloth, who owns
D'Amelio.
Ape
Oh, yeah.
Spats. Had a friend.
I liked it.
Is
I
it was
liked it.
Charlie Sloth?
Yeah.
He was in the tent with his like crew. I had to go in there and be like, anyone got a t-shirt? Or spare t-shirt? But they're thinking, who the fuck is this?